Alright, what's up everybody? Thanks for coming through. David Brews back here again today. Alright, so today we're going to be looking at a beer from Sixpoint Brewery. This one's called Party Hat. It's an IPA. Sixpoint is out of, where are they from? Red Hook? Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York. Oh, I guess Red Hook is the name of the neighborhood there in Brooklyn. So they're from New York. So this one I've had a couple times before. So I kind of have a good idea of what it tastes like. I really dig this beer. It's a really good hazy IPA. But let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so real quick, what can we find out about Sixpoint Brewery? Let's see. Just going to their website, sixpoint.com. Sixpoint was founded in 2004. Let's see. They're there in Red Hook, New York, or Brooklyn, like we said. They have some interesting things here about their brand, like their logos and why they do the art that they do and stuff like that. They also do what they call a nano keg. Let's see, what do they say about it? Though commonplace these days, when we launched in 2010, craft beer in a can was a bit of an oddity. It's based on sound science, however. If a keg is the best place to store beer, then a nano keg surely is second. Right, so I guess they just call their cans nano kegs. I mean, it's a different shaped can. Like, it looks like a Red Bull can. It's not a regular beer can that you'd see in the store, but all right, so Beer Advocate gives it a score of 90. What else? It's a 7% ABV. Oh, right. There's one thing I wanted to look at. I know that I saw something interesting when I looked up this beer. Let me see if I can find it on here. Here we go. Yeah, so 7% ABV, 0 IBUs. This is a 0 IBU beer. So that kind of threw me for a second, and I had to look into it because I've had it, and it's an IPA. It's hoppy, but they say 0 IBUs. So it says, with no hot side hops whatsoever, Party Hat registers as 0 IBUs. Instead, we blast the back end of this beer with 4 pounds per barrel of dry hopping. This is easily one of our most flavorful hop-forward beers ever, part of our Infinite Loop series. They use Galaxy, Citra, and Mosaic hops. Yeah, so really juicy, lots of tropical fruit notes. It says it has a 6 for the SRM. I had to do some research about SRM. I've heard of the term before, but I just wanted to see, what they actually meant as far as, how it relates to beer. Beer color is measured on an SRM scale, which stands for Standard Reference Method. SRM is measured by passing a beam of light at 430 nanometers through 0.39 inches of beer and measuring attenuation of the light. The 430 nanometer light used corresponds roughly to a blue-violet light. All right, so they're just referencing the color in a more scientific way by using the SRM instead of just saying, it has a straw yellow color or a gold yellow color or something like that. All right, what else can we find out? Not much else. So I'm not trying to make this review long. Let's go ahead and check this one out. All right, so just taking a look at it real quick in the light, very hazy, as the can says. It's a very hazy yellow, pale yellow or a pale gold color. You can't really see much through it. It's pretty opaque with all the haziness in there. Decent amount of head. Oh man, just all kinds of fruit right there in the nose. Pineapple and peach and mango and oranges. This is just, it's just full of juicy fruit flavors and aromas. Yeah, there's so much juice. So much juice in the nose on that one. All right, well, let's get down to it. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Cheers. Yeah. Woo, yeah. Juice, man. Juice. This is a juicy IPA. Like I said, pineapple is really strong in this one. Peach is really strong in this one. There's a little bit of mango and orange in there too. There, man, it's just, and it's really smooth. And I could see, you know, like I said earlier, how it said, you know, 0 IBUs. There's no bitterness on the front end of this beer at all. You can't smell any of the hops. The bitterness, there's a little bit of bitterness on the back end, but and maybe that's because they only dry hopped it at the end. This tastes and feels so much like juice. Just orange juice or pineapple juice. Like, it has the taste, it's funny, it has the taste of pineapple juice, but it has the mouthfeel of orange juice, so it's like more, it's thicker. Super smooth, leaves a little bit on the palate, but I guess that's a little bit of that bitterness is probably from it sticking to your palate there on the end. This is an amazing beer. So if you like your IPA, if you like IPAs, or even if you don't like IPAs, this is a really great one if you don't like IPAs, because like I said, there's no bitterness on the front end of this beer. It's all on the back end, and what's there is very minimal. It's not an offensive amount of bitterness there. This beer is so good. So good, and I can't stress the pineapple aspect. Is if you like pineapple, this is the beer for you, man. This is the beer for you. So all right, so real quick, let's jump back to Beer Advocate and see what other people were saying about it. All right, so appearance, apricot haze when poured, one finger head, lasts for a few minutes. Aroma, peach, pineapple, and apricot. Taste, apricot, pineapple, and malt. No bitterness. You know, what else can we find? Smell is faint citrus notes, some breadiness once warm. Taste is pomelo, breadiness, green melon, a touch of lemon up front. Green melon and pomelo as it warms, and a touch of pear as well. I'm not so familiar with what a pomelo smells like. Oh, pomelo. People were saying melon. There's a little bit of melon in there, I guess, but not very strong. Pours a murky rather than hazy bright yellow with thick white head. Great retention and fabulous lacing. Aroma is floral and has hints of melon and yeast. Flavor follows the nose with hints of spearmint thrown in. Spearmint. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about the spearmint. Let me think about that for a second. I guess I could see what this guy's talking about, the spearmint. It's a combination of a lot of the flavors in the beer that is giving you the impression of spearmint. I wouldn't say that this beer tastes like spearmint, but maybe it has that. Maybe it has that sensation a little bit. Yeah, so a lot of what I was saying is what a lot of people are saying. Lots of pineapple and peach and apricot and melons, what people are saying. Yeah, so, you know, not a whole lot else I can say about the beer, really. It's a great one. It's a really good IPA, especially for people who don't like IPAs so much. It's a 7%, so creeping up towards, you know, maybe only have one or two, depending on how you drink your beers. Yeah, so Sixpoint, Sixpoint, they do this one in a 6-pack, I think. Sixpoint also from time to time does like a variety pack. But everything I've had from Sixpoint Brewery has been fantastic, so go check them out. I know you can get them places like Wegmans and your local grocery store and stuff like that. All right, so that's it for tonight, guys. Really appreciate y'all coming through and tasting some beer with me. Like I said, if you haven't tried them, Sixpoint Brewery, this party hat, definitely a good beer. Go check them out. All right, so thanks for coming through, y'all. Really appreciate it. See you again next time.